Hi everybody, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my vlog. This is my third vlog and I'm really excited. I'm having a lot of fun with them. Basically, I'm just doing my regular daily stuff, but I'm sharing it with you guys, trying to get you guys to know me a little better, and hey, leave some comments about yourself. I would like to know you better too. So I'm actually going to be cutting up some vegetables and stuff like that because I'm making my son some dinner. I'm not really sure what I'm going to have, but I'm making him chicken breast, which is already cooking. He's going to have zucchini, some onion. I have red onion and white onion. I'm trying to use up the things that are already cut so that those get used first. And then he's going to have some mushrooms and then, of course, the chicken breast. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for sauce or spice yet, but probably a little bit of like mayo and some seasonings. I'll usually throw in like garlic or something like that for him. He really enjoys the garlic flavor, but I don't try to overdo it with him because I want him to actually taste the food and get used to eating the food. He's here in the kitchen with me, but you won't see him on the video. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping and cooking up. Chopping up and cooking. And yeah, so I'll probably like speed things up a little bit, chat with you guys a little bit. You all know how vlogs work. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started on cutting up some food for my son. So I'm also adding some carrots because he loves carrots, and I actually think I'm going to wash up and cut up some grapes for his food as well, really small, so that there's a little bit of sweetness to it. My son eats a lot of fruits and vegetables, but I want to make sure that he gets a lot of flavor so that he's still interested in the food. So I'm just waiting for the coconut oil to sort of melt down, and then I'll be adding the stuff in to fry. The chicken's already cooked. I just need to chop it all up, so I'll be doing that like this way. So I'll be talking to you guys while I chop up the chicken. I'm just watching some Learning to Be Fearless on YouTube. Love her. She's so sweet, and I'm just kind of watching, like binge watching back through some of her vlogs and stuff because they just got married or engaged or whatever. They just got engaged. So yeah, I'm just excited. It's fun to watch and stuff. And I'm trying to like cram through a bunch of different things, and I'm not really loving TV lately. I've just been like mostly sticking with YouTube and stuff like that. Oh, you want more, honey? Okay, mommy will cut you more. He's really liking these grapes and carrots together. So yeah, I've just been watching that and cooking a lot lately, honestly. Like a lot lately. And my son is super hungry at the moment, so I'm just making him a snack even though he will be having dinner just shortly. I hate doing that because I want him to eat his whole dinner, but I'm pretty sure he will. I just want him to have a little bit of something because he hasn't eaten too much all day, like not as much as we normally give him. He's had just like snacks and small meals, like, you know, some soup for lunch and some carrots and some Cheerios and stuff like that throughout the day, like in of course breakfast, like oatmeal. I'm just going to give him a snack, but I want to make sure that I make him a really good meal. And so I have in here the zucchini, the onion, the carrots, and the mushroom. And I'm going to, actually the onion is here. So, wow. So I'm going to fry that stuff up just like now, and then I'll come back and chop up the chicken into pieces. and yeah, we can just chit chat. No, my hair is like not done, obviously. I have so much gray happening. I'm just keeping it real because honestly, people age. Like, I don't have a YouTube channel where I make millions of dollars and I can get my hair done constantly, and I'm being very proactive because there's still COVID happening. So I'm taking it very seriously and staying in as much as possible. So the gray is just going to get worse. So if you don't like it, just click off. Totally fine by me. Also, being a bigger girl, if you can't handle it, don't watch it. Don't comment rude things. Please be kind. I'm a real person. I have real feelings. And I'm just being as real as I can with you guys. I'm struggling too, and there's gotta work on myself. And that's what I'm trying to do here, as well as making sure my son has really good food to eat. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, and then we'll be back to chopped chicken and chit chat. Oh, I'm also hungry, so I am snacking on radishes and dip. They are so good. I apologize for talking with my mouth full, but I don't just want to leave you guys hanging either. So I'm just taking a large knife and chopping up the little bits of chicken, because I want to cut them small so that he can get the perfect bite. So if you guys have ever seen The Mirror Has Two Faces, good show. Good. It's an old one with Barbara Streisand and Jeff Bridges. One of my favorites, but my very favorite is Sister Act. That's like one of my very, very favorites, if not my ultimate favorite movie of all time. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen A Mirror Has Two Faces, definitely watch that, because I think it's a really, really good movie. It's so wonderful. So I'll give you kind of a gist. I try not to do a spoiler at the end because I can talk about that movie. It's so good. It's definitely like a romance, like a chick flick kind of deal. So Barbara Streisand is kind of like homely, and like in the movie anyway. She's certainly not homely in real life. She's fantastic, and oh my god, is she talented. But she's homely in the movie, and she's single and lives at home with her mother and doesn't date very much, and she's a professor at a university, doesn't wear much makeup or anything, doesn't do much, eats what she wants. She's happy that way, but she just wants to find love kind of thing. So Jeff Bridges is also a professor. He doesn't know her at this time, and he decides he's just been sleeping with young, like model-esque people, the typical like, you know, skinny blonde or redhead or whatever, vivacious whatever women, and he's just like, it means nothing. There's like sex involved, and then there's nothing. So he wants to find someone where sex comes out of the equation, and so he like does this whole like search for someone perfect, and her name is in there. I'm not gonna say what else happens, but in this they have a date. Obviously he picks her. They have a date. I just gotta stir the onions. I'm gonna bring you guys over with me to see this. So I am just cooking right now. Whoops. I am just cooking some onions and zucchini and carrots and all that kind of stuff for my boy for his dinner. And then I'm gonna add some sauces and spices to this and some chicken, and he is going to devour this. I cannot wait for him to try this. Okay, so anyway, back to the show because my battery is gonna die right away. So they go on a date, and she orders a salad, and she cuts it up, or gets a starter salad, I guess, cuts it up into little bits, and takes a tiny bit of every single piece of like vegetable that comes in the salad, puts enough dressing on it, and takes a bite and calls it the perfect bite. So every time I have something that has multiple things in it, I'm like, oh, the perfect bite, because that's exactly what I normally do. But it's so fun to see it in a movie and have that like, oh hey, I'm not the only person in the world who tries to do this. So yeah, it's awesome. I think it's gonna be a great movie. So if you guys, well, I know it's a great movie, but if you guys see it and you enjoy it or have seen it and love it, let me know in the comments. It's so good. I love it so much. But I'm gonna run out of time here, so I'm gonna get all this cooking and stuff started, and hopefully I can like vlog with you guys soon. But yeah, maybe I'll even try and save some battery and show you guys the finished thing where my son can like like his finished meal kind of thing. So this here is my son's dinner. He's sleeping right now. He just fell asleep. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and wake him up to eat this. But this is what his meal looks like. There's no grapes in this one, but there is grapes cut up in this one. I cut everything really small so that he can get a few different things. And then there's this. And then over here is my dinner. This is a salad with chicken, cucumber, arugula, grapes, red onions, and green onions. And I don't have salad dressing, so I'm going to go ahead and mush up an avocado with a little bit of mayo and spice and hope to God that tastes good. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today anyway. Today is June 12th, Friday, June 12th. And then, yeah, hopefully I'll hit you guys up tomorrow and we'll talk then. So today is Saturday, June 11th, right? June 13th? June 13th, Saturday, June 13th. So this morning I cut my husband's hair and then I kind of trimmed my kid's hair. He doesn't like getting haircuts and he gets kind of like panicked and stuff. So, yeah, I just kind of like trimmed them with shears. So they just kind of like lightened up the heaviness on his head. So that was good. I mean, it was okay. I would have liked to really cut it a lot shorter, but that's okay. He doesn't like it and I don't want to like, you know, force him to feel uncomfortable. I'm going to go for a massage now. Can't wait. I'm like so excited that I'm gonna go for a massage. I kind of want to like take you guys with me. I am so pooped this morning. It's not actually morning. It's about 1:20 and yeah, I did not sleep super well last night. I feel kind of dehydrated, so I'm gonna make myself like a nice BCAA drink before I go. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have a massage. I'm a little bit concerned because of course, COVID-19 right now, but I booked this a long time ago and I haven't had one in forever. And my body really needs one. I'm in a lot of pain. I've gained a lot of weight, so my legs are just taking a beating and they deserve to be flushed and, you know, treated nicely. So I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm exhausted, so exhausted. And then I'll be cooking again later, so I'll bring you guys along for that probably because there's another recipe from Queer Eye, obviously. I love that show and I love those recipes. That show touches on so many good things, like good topics, and I really feel like so many people would benefit from watching it, and it's such a good-hearted show. Really good intentions there. I mean, obviously it's for entertainment and stuff as well, but there's so much good that comes out of that show, and the recipes are amazing. So, yeah, when Anthony comes out with a second cookbook, I am going to be buying that for sure. So for my massage, I think it starts at 2:30. And I don't want to leave until like another maybe 13 to 15 minutes or so. Yeah, so I just have a few more minutes before I go. I put on some sunscreen lotion on my face. And I put my bum cream all over. Oh my gosh, because I need some like tightening and like, yeah, so I just kind of put it like all over. And plus I'm trying to get use out of the little itty bitty one that I got. I think I got it free or from a birthday, or I can't remember what it was free with or whatever, but anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of just like chill right now and all over the place, so bear with me. I'm considering putting earrings. My conches, like this is not how I wanted my conches to be done. I don't know if you can see, zoom you in. I don't know if you can see, I have 2 conch piercings here. I wanted to have 3, but the way the second one was done, it doesn't sit nice, and it was supposed to be up at more of an angle, so there was more of a separation. And I was just too excited when I was getting it done and wanted to just get it over with because it hurts a lot, that I didn't get it pierced at the spot that I wanted it pierced. So I think I might go for my 3rd one. I'm pretty sure, not this year, but maybe next year I'll go for my 3rd one. And then I want to get a couple more up here. I don't know why. I love piercings. I've always loved piercings. So yeah, yeah, I think what I'll do now is just go and finish getting ready to go for my massage. I'll probably end up taking you guys with me a little bit, and yeah, we'll see what it's like out. It looks beautiful out, so we'll go check it out. Okay, y'all, so I'm literally at my destination right now, but it was kind of like hard to locate where it is because they just have like a little sticker between a bunch of other businesses. So I found it, and I'm here like probably 20 minutes early just because I wasn't exactly sure where I would find this location. Yeah, so I found it, so it's great. So I can't wait. I'm going for my massage. I'm so sorry that I'm like all over the place with my handheld, but my camera is uncomfortable for me to hold like this angle. I think what I might do is hook you guys up in between my headrest on my passenger side on my way home, and I might like fast forward through, like show you guys like all the way or whatever, or at least most of the way on my way home, and then that way you guys can have a look at the city, see what it's like, how much traffic and stuff is out right now. Like I said, it's June 13 on a Saturday, and there's a lot of people out, like a lot. Things are pretty much staging back to like normal and stuff, but so far so good, I want to say. There's just a lot of people out and a lot of people not wearing masks and everything. I have mine right here beside me. Alright, so I have a little bit of time, so I thought I would just kind of hang out in my car for a few minutes before I go in, because I'm just trying to stay away from people as much as possible. Basically, my mindset is treat everyone like they're infected. So always wear my mask, stay as away from people as I can for now, just because it's helping flatten the curve. We definitely want to make sure that we stay as healthy as possible and give ourselves the best chance, because like I don't think there's a vaccine for this yet. So yeah, I'm just being precautious, taking precaution. But yeah, I'm sitting in this parking lot and I'm just watching. There's like a ton of people walking in and out of businesses like crazy. It's just like normal almost. Like there's not a single person wearing masks. There's a bunch of people with kids. Their kids aren't wearing masks. They're just right by everyone, touching everything. I don't see anyone using hand sanitizer. Like I'm all about that life. Like I have a Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer, which does have enough alcohol in it to kill the germs. And then I also have another one here in my bag. So I have two in my purse that I keep with me. I don't leave it in my car because it could start a fire in your car. So don't leave your alcohol in your car. If it gets too hot, it will start a fire. It is not safe. And then of course, wash my hands as often as possible. I forgot my like Clorox wipes or whatever, but when I get home, I wash my hands and then I go take a soapy cloth and stuff to my car. And then I don't think I'm going to be driving my car now until Monday. So that'll be 24 hours. So yeah, I'm pretty precautious about stuff, like, or cautious, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm just taking this very seriously because it's no joke. Like it's legit no joke. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep you guys posted of my ride home. Not posted, but like show you guys a little bit of my ride home so you can see the city, and I'll definitely speed it up for you guys so you can just get a look at like what it's like here. It's busy AF, like busy AF. Like, but in this area, this building area looks a little sketch. Like, it's dirty. It's like run down. It's not clean. Like, yeah, it's not that it's super sketch, but it's like it could be better maintained. I'm not gonna lie. There are so many bad parking jobs here. It's ridiculous. Like so many people getting gas, and now it's back to full service. Like in Canada we have, or at least in Manitoba, we have service where you just pull up and give them your pump number and say if you want to fill or how much you want, and then you just go in and pay and they do it all for you. So sometimes when I go for a visit and I'm like in Fargo or Grand Forks or wherever I'm going in the States, usually it's Fargo or Grand Forks just for like shopping and stuff for the weekend. Love doing that so much. Yeah, so when I go visit and I have to fill my own gas, I'm like super embarrassed because you think I would know how to fill my gas tank, but no. So, well, I mean, I know now because when they had COVID, you had to fill your own tank, and I filled my own tank twice, so that was fine. It wasn't a big deal. Like, I think what happens when I'm somewhere where I'm not used to is I get a little panicky and a little anxiety, and then I'm just like, what the shit am I doing? Like, what am I doing? So then I'm, yeah, I panic and think to myself, like, I don't know how to do this, and then I doubt myself, and then it makes it worse when really it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. I know how to fill gas now. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just I made it way worse than it really needs to be, but that's how I am. That's how I roll. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in now because my appointment should be starting really soon, and I need to get a massage. Okay, you guys, I am so exhausted right now. That was an amazing massage. She's a miracle worker. I love her so much. Like, my face is just, I'm tired, and I have like so much redness here because I put some lotion on, and it's like a sunscreen lotion, and it's like rubbing on the face rests. So yeah, I'm tired. It feels so good. I've desperately needed this for some time now. I'm gonna try and set you guys up so that you can see some of the drive home, some of the city. But yeah, I'm brutally exhausted right now. Like, I feel so chill. I feel so chill. I have my BCAAs with me. Shout out to Popeyes. I freaking love Popeyes. They have incredible staff, incredibly knowledgeable staff. This is a Canadian brand as far as I know. Here in Manitoba, there are a lot of locations. Actually, in Winnipeg, there are a lot of locations. I am having some mutant BCAAs, which are branched chain amino acids. Yeah, I need hydration because that just kicked me just like so hard, but in such a good way. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna connect you guys up here and we'll get going home because I need to get going home. Okay, I think I have it connected now. We'll see how this goes. There will be no talking because I gotta drive. Sorry for the bad angle and the fact that my face looks like it's, I don't know, on fire. Literally, I have like a reaction to something here on my face, and I'm just got home from my massage not long ago, so I made myself some food and stuff. I have a little buffet going. I have some edamame, and I have some carrots and radishes and some dip, and then blueberry pie. So I'm sitting in bed right now, holding up my phone, and my arm is jiggly because I just had a really, really good massage, and I'm exhausted. So I'm just gonna lay here and relax for a little bit and kind of chill. And I have to figure out my face, like what's happening with my skin here, because it's just, yeah, that's scaring me a little bit. It's like, I don't know, I don't want it to be like a chemical burn or anything. Haven't changed anything in my routine, but wow, that's like crazy. Anyways, so I'm just gonna have some snacks and relax for a little while and just have a zen moment for myself. And then I'm gonna do some stuff later because I got a parcel in the mail from Bed Bath & Beyond for some stuff in my kitchen that I wanted to do. I have a lot of kitchen, like, not renovating, but like reorganizing and stuff like that that I want to get done. So you guys will join me for some of that stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to get to that later, but yeah, we'll see. So I picked this up on Amazon. Well, actually all this stuff, these were from Amazon too, but I picked this up from Amazon for putting my beauty sponges in so that they can dry off after I've wet them to use them. Sorry, I'm like not filming in the right areas constantly, but yeah, so when I wet one of these and then I'm done using it, I would just put it in here and then it can dry off. And I think it's going to do really well, but I feel like I should probably move it over here more because I think my son will grab at it here. But for now, it's just going to stay there. And it's really sturdy and it was super cheap. I think it was like $6 Canadian on Amazon.com or .ca. So I'll link it down below if I remember. I'm so bad at that. I'll probably forget. I'm so sorry. If I do, just let me know and I will add it later if I forget. But I got this. And then I also picked up this soap dispenser thing. And I have soap in it because I've started... I can't even use this with one hand. I put a soap in there because I'm starting to use it for my brows to like set my brows because I heard... from, I think it was Bailey Sarian did that on her eyebrows and she set her eyebrows that way. So I did that today and they are like just flat down and not moving. So I'm impressed with that. But anyway, that's the new things that I got. I just finished doing some laundry. I had to do my son's laundry because, wow, he had so much laundry. Plus being summer, he's playing outside and whenever we water, he likes to run through the sprinkler kind of thing or like play with the water and stuff. So he changes like 4 times because his stuff just gets soaked and it's cold water. So I like to change him often so that he's like stays warm. Yeah, so I did all his laundry and put it away and everything. Just about to bring, I have a little dresser in our, not a dresser, but like a nice cabinet in our living room that has 2 drawers, and that's kind of like his stuff. So the top drawer is like all of his clothes and everything for like if we ever have someone watching him, everything is like right in the living room for them. So they have like change pads or diapers or wipes or whatever. He's not potty trained yet, we're still working on that, but I think it's going to be a little bit more still, and I'm okay with that. I'm not rushing him. But yeah, so I'm going to go finish that. I just finished dinner, but I made this recipe that I saw on Queer Eye. I didn't film any of it. I'm kind of wishing that I did because it was really awesome. So I'm going to make it again, probably next weekend maybe, or the week after that, and I'll add it in another vlog. But I watched one of the Queer Eye episodes. The hell? Okay, I don't know what the hell that was on my chest, but I felt like there was like something on me and I flicked it off and I don't know where it went. I don't want it to be a bug. What was that? You guys. Ew. What is that? Please don't be a bug. Anyways, okay. I'm a big wimp when it comes to bugs. It just grosses me right out. And it was on me. I think it was something from my dinner. If I'm being completely honest. But, ew, if it wasn't. Anyway. Oh. Okay. I just have like gross chills now. I will make it again. It is a, I'm like looking around for something crawling now. It is a pesto chicken with red wine grape pasta salad. But I would pass on the vinegar, like the red wine vinegar. I think I would pass on that because it just didn't seem to go. Okay, so, and keep this in mind, like when I'm watching Queer Eye, I'm writing the things down that he's doing. I have no measurements. I don't know what to do. So I take recipes from online and I kind of like incorporate them together and then I like make my own recipe kind of thing from what he suggests. So I'm going to write this out. Actually, I bought some recipe books on Amazon. They're supposed to come by like Monday, Tuesday or something. So when I get those, I'll show you guys. They're so cute. And I'll start putting my recipes that I put on YouTube in there, because I usually make a lot of my recipes from scratch, or just watching people like, you know, go half through a recipe online, and then I kind of budget and make it my own kind of thing. I'm so itchy now, you guys. Like, I'm so itchy. Oh my god, it's so gross. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's all I've done this evening. I'm loving my little spongy holder. I'll show you guys again. Can you see that? Yeah. So I moved it over, so it was like over here before, and I moved it to the end, like where my lights are, to the back part, because I knew if it was like too close to over here, my son would, he would just try and grab at it constantly, I'm sure, because he's a very curious boy, and I want him to like stay, you know, curious about stuff, but I just want to keep things safe. I don't want him to chew on the sponge and eat some of it or something. Like, I hope he wouldn't do that, but he's a young boy. You know, we all do stupid crap as a child, so yeah, I just don't want to have anything lying around that he might, you know, get into that he shouldn't or whatever. Okay, I swear to God, there's something on me. Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I want to wait for the rest of my vlog to show you guys a couple of things that I'm getting. So my vlogs go up quite a bit after I complete them, but this one will be quite a long vlog. So this is going to be like over a week of stuff happening, and I do have things happening in between. So this eye look is from my Norvina 4 palette. I love it. I love this eye look. I think it's bomb. And I put on, I had Be Silly before, which is a really bright pink lipstick, but this one is all fired up from MAC. Almost all my lipsticks are MAC, but this is all fired up, and I think it goes really nice with the eye look. It pretty much matches this outer-ish area, kind of like it matches the same tone and stuff, so I'm really liking it. And then yeah, so when I get my new stuff for the kitchen, when I get my new stuff that I ordered, like my recipe books and stuff like that, I'll show you guys all that. I'm so excited. Like, I'm gonna love writing my recipes. They're all in my phone right now. And normally I like using my phone and stuff, but it would be nice to have something written down. So like if my son later on in life, you know, wants something his mom did, it'll all be there, and it's kind of fun. Like the packaging's kind of fun. So I think he would like it. You'll see when you get it. And these are all things that I hopefully will remember to link down below. But I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my son's stuff away. I just wanted to check in and say hey, and I will talk to you guys once I get all that stuff, and then I'll start filming that part. All right, you guys. So this is part of my organizational thing, vlog type thing. I'm so excited right now. You guys have no idea. I had a huge day at work today. I am exhausted mentally. I'm tired, I'm drained, but when I got home, I came home to some stuff that I have ordered from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I am so excited. So as you guys know, this little unit here I have ordered a while ago from Amazon. It was about $24 Canadian. I have not been enjoying it because the drawers pretty much hold one palette and there's a bunch of wasted space. So I haven't really been enjoying it at all. I wanted to get a little bit of a bigger unit, just something that I could store all my stash stuff in without having it laying all over the place and stacking it on top of each other, and then having half empty drawers. It's just been bothering me. So I went ahead and ordered this unit from Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm going to quickly show you guys on my phone. The one that you see here is actually the pink version, but I ordered the clear version because pink, I love pink, but this was like a rosy pink, just wouldn't go with my stuff. So this is what it looks like, and it is from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's called the Sorbus 2-piece 7-drawer vanity organizer in pink. Mine is in clear. $49.99. It looks like there are a lot of colors. So, but they're mostly out of stock online. So clear and pink are the only two available options, it looks like. So I ordered the clear one. So unfortunately I can't do an unboxing because of COVID-19. So I undo all the boxes outside in the garage, and then I just leave the boxes there, wipe everything down on the inside with Lysol wipes or isopropyl alcohol, and leave them for about 10 minutes or so to kill the bacteria. Sometimes we leave the packages in the garage for a couple days first, and then we go ahead and open them and wipe them down. So we're trying really be diligent about keeping the germs away. But this is what it looks like. It's huge. So I'm so excited because if you can see, the drawers are like double or triple the size of this other little one. So what we're going to do right now is play and reorganize, and I'm so excited and I'm living for this and I can't wait. This is, I'm a Capricorn. I love organization. I love having everything just so. I like routine. I like it in its place. I will try to remember to link that below. I have a lot of things I want to link below. Blah, blah, blah. I probably forget. Let me know if I forget. I'm going to forget. But let's go ahead and organize. So I hope this is a good view for you guys. Of course, I have no lighting on me. I look like a troll. I know. Don't be hating, please. No negativity. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I think this is a good enough angle for you guys to see everything. This is so awesome. Like, I'm so excited. So here, you'll see the difference. So I don't even know. Can you see that? This is the one from Amazon, this little thing. And this one is the one from HomeSense. The top, I want to say the top is bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger. Okay, and it fits in here and doesn't shuffle around. This kind of fits, but it kind of shuffles around. So I'm going to empty everything from this into this, and then you guys can see what it looks like at the end. So this thing does first come with some little tray inserts. So they're like little felt inserts that you lay in the trays, and I'll probably put these in just so that it doesn't scratch, like what I'm using doesn't scratch the unit. I don't know if I'll keep them in there, but I'll certainly put them in there now. I just want to make sure this is a good view for you guys. I'm going to maybe zoom in. That might be a little bit better because I don't really feel like you want to stare at the back of my neck the whole time. So this one is now empty, and I can put that aside for something else for future use. I still have all of this stuff below. I don't know if you can see that here, but I have all of this stuff here still to put in here. Okay, you guys, so I've also emptied this container as well, and I have everything in here, everything. So everything that was on the top is in here. There is so much room left in here, and also on the top, if you can see, I still have some room on the top to add a little bit of stuff if I want to. And then in the drawers, I added my face powders and my mirror. So these are highlighters actually. Soft and Gentle, and then the little Becca Jaclyn Hill trio. I also added the smaller eyeshadow things. So this is like my little pigments and then a couple of small eyeshadow palettes. There's nothing in here. I still have room, which is fantastic. I have 2 blushes in here from MAC, and I can easily add more if I wanted, which is great. And then in this, I added 4 eyeshadow palettes in here. I have the Coral Crush eyeshadow palette from Violet Voss, the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and the MAC Fashion Fanatic palette, all in one drawer. Like, what? And then in this drawer, I have a highlighter palette, a blush palette, a contour palette, and in my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. And then in the bottom, I just have my Makeup Geek eyeshadows and then a couple of individual ones from other brands. I think just one actually from another brand. These are what I use for my inner highlight, and if I want like a wet look on my lid or whatever, these are the ones that I keep pretty much in all my Shop My Stashes, because I find that now that I do that, I use this way more often. So I'm going to keep that pretty much for every single Shop My Stash, I think. But this is incredible. I have so much stuff in here. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's take a little look. So here we have my lip liners, all my lip liner pencils. This I'm trying to finish. You think it would be done by now. I think I have 1 or 2 uses and I still forget to use it. There's also like a lip pencil thing in here. I have some other lippy things and some eye. This should actually be in here. So all my lip things are in one side and these are my eye things. So I have an eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner, and an eyebrow mascara. Have my setting powder up here. All of my lipsticks and anything lip that I want to use again in here. This one and this lipstick that should be in here and this lip liner are in my project pan. And then some other things I just want to start getting use of. Here I have the highlighter from Wet n Wild and I'm So Lit, and I have a lot of room here. I have so much room in this thing. Again, some drawers. Just want to show you guys in case you're interested in ordering something like this. I feel like a child. I'm so excited about this because quite honestly, it was just getting to the point where I was frustrated with that previous setup and it just wasn't working for me. And I fit so much stuff in here, you guys. This is ridiculous. So this entire unit was $49.99 Canadian at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I will link that below. And later we're going to reorganize the kitchen after I do dishes and make some dinner for my family, because I have organizational set up in my kitchen as well. Some baskets for fruits and vegetables, which I pretty much used all the vegetables that I had left yesterday almost. So I don't have much to put in them, but I definitely want to reorganize today to start getting used. But look at this, you guys, I'm so excited. This is fantastic. So this goes on this side of my vanity, and that is where it will stay. I'm so excited about this. So I got something in the mail today and it's going to help me organize the fruits and vegetables. This is the current setup. We have a silver container. It's really big and chunky and just you can't see what's in it. You got to go in there and get it, and it's such a waste of space that we could be using this whole area. And then over here, don't mind the mess, we have fruit everywhere. So this container has been really nice and I've used it for years, but this is a nice deep bowl, but it's kind of small considering how much fruit we usually buy. So the items that we did get are here. So they are metal baskets from Bed Bath & Beyond. This is the label. So I'm a little disappointed because they came somewhat damaged. Here on the inside, you can see that. And then here again on the inside, and a lot here. Just a lot of damage. So I wasn't very impressed with that. But they do stack because they have the handles go down, and then you just place the other unit like on top of that, and they just stack like that. So I'm going to put those out and we'll see what it looks like after I move everything. Okay, so it's all done and I love it and it looks great. Fits perfect in the spot. And then over here there is much more room. This is just little stuff for my son when we're giving him like whatever for the day. So you can definitely do something there. And we have like a whole area now. It looks so much better. Just kind of goes with everything. And then these are gonna go away because they don't match and they don't work well. So for inside the I'll show you actually inside the vegetable thing here, I put some of that black like that rubbery stuff, and also underneath on the bottom so it doesn't slide around. So just this stuff here, you can get it anywhere. We got this at Walmart a long time ago. So I just cut it to fit and I love it. It looks great and it's going to be really nice and organized. Much better than before. That's everything I have for my vlog. It's finally, I can finish this one up and start another one. But this is the finish of my third vlog. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Leave a comment. Give it a like if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. That's fine too. Just no negativity, please. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys again later. Bye.